Hey,
Hello, hello.
smiley face.
Better?
Hello. Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, our regular time to bake along with Mar,
And Han.
my favorite Canadian. Hey, Jeremy. Oh, you're on time. Hey, Heather.
Oh, and is your cat okay?
Hope your cat is okay.
Hi,
Oh, thank
Jim.
you, Kim. How is everyone? Is your turkey defrosting or is it too early?
Yes, it's time to start really
Yes.
like.
What are you? How are you preparing your turkey? I really hope you don't have to. Maybe you going somewhere and they will be preparing delicious turkey, and you're bringing a side dish. What's your favorite side dish? Oh, miracles happen at Christmas, Jeremy. Hello, Camille. Hi, Karen.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, Paula. Thanks for being here. So today we are actually. I don't know about you, Mar. I think I saw something Christmassy that you making. I am jumping to Christmas.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm working on a new, wow, 25-pound turkey. Wow. How does that, like, what kind of a commercial oven do you have? 25 pounds is a lot, no? For
I
a
think
turkey.
it's a lot, but I think it fits in an oven.
How long does it take to cook? I've only cooked turkey once. It was a disaster. I'm an excellent cook, I think, but not. And I followed the recipe to the T. It
You've
didn't.
only made turkey one time.
Yes.
Really, I'm surprised because, yes, you
Yes.
cook.
Yes.
Why you
I
don't
I
like
said
turkey?
I will never ever cook a turkey again, and I never did.
But you don't like turkey?
No, I love turkey. It's great. I just love when somebody else cooks it. That's all. No, I love it, but it was I've followed the barefoot contessa recipe. Everything. I didn't realize that I hate sage,
Oh, you hate.
and she stuck like there was lots of sage like under the skin and butter. It made me nauseous.
Oh,
So I said I'm never doing it again. But I mean, yeah, I do like it when somebody else makes it.
and what if they use sage?
What? What? What did you say?
I said, and what if the person that is making the turkey uses sage?
Well. Then I guess I will. I will. I don't know. What would you do? Well, I guess I'm gonna say I'm severely allergic to sage. Instead, like it would be terrible. Imagine you eat the turkey and then you get nauseous, and they think it's the turkey that's causing. It's the actual. Yeah, something with the sage. Anyway, so we are going.
I threw you off.
We are going. Oops. All right, little camera dance here. All right, so guess what? I mean, this doesn't look that pretty, I know, but I started, guys, on my new gingerbread house. Oh, I also wanted to tell you, for those of you who would like to get your hands on our my gingerbread house kits. Now it's the time. They're available at Global Belly, and if you wait a few days, they will be on sale as well. So Black Friday is coming, so you can take advantage of it, or you can shop now, or put it in your cart, and then proceed with the order when the
I
sale
think
comes.
I think they're on sale right now.
Oh, are they? Yeah. So sorry. So maybe they're on sale right now. I also have a new kit, guys. And this is not a cookie. It's I made hot chocolate bombs. Okay, this is great for all kinds of occasions. I used very like sparkly star sprinkles and silver sprinkles, so it's great for New Year's or Christmas. And you just I don't know if you've made. Have you guys made hot chocolate bombs? Have you used them? You recently told me that you've seen them in a store, right?
I have seen them in the store. I don't know what they taste like, but I saw them at the grocery store.
Okay. So anyway, so that kit is also available on Global Belly. And here I started on my house. This is going to be the roof of the house. I created this pattern using a template, and it's all 15-second consistency. Now this has been drying overnight. I'm going to add some detail to it, and we're going to use royal icing, and I also have here some red sanding sugar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start, I'm going to add across.
What is spatchcocking a turkey?
I'm sorry?
Jennifer posted that she is thinking of spatchcocking and dry brining a small bird, and I have no idea.
That's a language I'm sorry, I don't even. What does that mean? What on earth does that mean? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm totally turkey illiterate. If you know what I mean. I can't think turkey. They don't sell. I think the whole turkey here. I bought turkey cut up, breasts and stuff, but not. I haven't seen whole turkey, I have to say.
So Karen explained what that is. It's when you flatten it.
Oh, under breakers. Oh, that's a good anger management therapy. Under a brick or something. So what do you use? Like a truck? I mean,
I think they like, you butterfly it open. Have you ever seen?
Oh, I see. Oh, that's a good way. Then it cooks, I guess, evenly, and it's easier to cook. No? Is that the whole? Is that like so it doesn't get dry? How do you get this? How do you do the stuffing then?
I guess you do it on the side.
On the side, yeah.
Do you do your stuffing on the side if you?
I really like the stuffing to eat it. I really have to say I love stuffing to eat it raw. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I've seen it done many times for chicken. Yes, I have seen it done on chicken.
So
Debbie's allergic to chocolate, Han. I don't know what I would do. Debbie.
Who's allergic? Oh, Debbie, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're allergic to chocolate. That's terrible. But real cocoa, I guess it's the thing is, don't let me, I guess the chocolate candy melt is not real chocolate. But that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Is anyone allergic to anything? Let us know what you are guys allergic to.
Han is allergic to sage.
Well, I guess it just didn't really agree to me. Yes, agree with me. Look how pretty. Much better, huh?
Very nice.
Yeah. So that's that. I'm done. Early April Fool's Day. Sorry. I'm just in such a good mood since.
You're giddy. So Jennifer said she does the stuffing on the side.
Yes, I think that's a good, smart thing to do. To do the stuffing on the side.
So Cynthia is planning on doing some Black Friday shopping.
Are you shopping for anything specific, or just hoping to find really good bargain deals? Deep frying turkey, I've seen that many times, and some people have told me that it's the best way to eat turkey, get turkey. I'm allergic to hunger. Well, my I think all men are allergic to hunger. Does Jamie get really
Jamie's not so bad. It's my son Ryan that has hangry pains. Have you ever heard that? The hangry pains?
Yes. Well, my dad, oh gosh, if we had to go shopping and he would get hungry, I mean, he was unbearable to be with. He really was. All right, so I'm cleaning up my surface because I've got some sanding sugar on there. I'm going to let this kind of set a little bit for a couple minutes while I prepare my other things here that we are going to work with. So I've got here, oops, these are, oops, can you see? These are royal icing transfers I made earlier. These are jingle bells, okay? So you want to start with, and this is 1 inch, okay? So I basically made lines that are 1 inch wide, and I gave maybe a 1/2 inch
buffer
gap. And then you want to pipe your yellow. I'm using yellow. You can also use um, um,
Brown.
brown maybe, or
What color are you?
this is what?
It's a tough one. You're like
Well, this is yellow with a little bit of orange in it to give it more of a like kind of a golden hue, but you can just do yellow.
And
So
you can
now
make them silver.
you can make them also in silver. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
What are these called specifically? Just jingle bells?
I know the French word. I don't exactly know. Guys, what
Yeah,
are
we,
these
we
called?
do need to know what they're called in French. Please do tell us.
Des grelots.
Can you come again?
Grelots.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna try it.
How are your circles so perfect?
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. You don't see all the mistakes. That's wonderful. They, well, you just kind of, and follow the line. You can also do just draw the circles and try to just fill them up to the outline. Okay, I guess I'll show you. Okay, so what I did, I just piped them like this. Now remember, it's going to flatten a little bit, okay? So now with the scribe, I'm just going to agitate the top and it's going to spread. Now this one maybe needs a little more, but it's going to continue spread. And then ideally you want to let these dry overnight. I'm letting these dry overnight because we're going to use marker on these. But first I'm going to make this little bed here. See, I don't know what this is called. It's a design on the bell. Okay, so I'm using. Ideally, you want to use the same yellow royal icing. You know what I like for Thanksgiving? I like green beans. Oh, I love that dish.
I don't mind green beans if I'm at somebody's house and they're on the table, but it's not something I make.
I love green beans. So now I'm going to use my edible marker. Now these I made before. Okay, so I'm gonna use my edible marker. This is a dual tip.
Oh, you have a brown rainbow dust.
This is brown. Yes, you can use black. I wanted to use brown, so it's not as harsh. Now you can use double. It's double-sided. One side is one fine tip, and one side is more of a slightly rounder and thicker, but it's also very fine. Okay.
Have you
Now
ever
this,
had green bean casserole?
yes. Why?
Okay. Kim wants to know.
Yes. Are you planning on sending me some? Because I will provide my address later to you if you want to send me some green bean. Yes.
So you can talk about your markers again, but that was very important.
That was very important. Okay, why was it important? Did I miss it? Make sure. Oh, green beans, caramelized onions. Oh, that is now Paula. Yes. Mm. Have you had that? That is very good, Mar.
Well, yes, I'm sure
It's
that.
very also very good. Now we're turning into a cooking channel. It's very good with like when you put that into like you combine it and make quiche.
Well, I'm about to get hangry myself.
Yes. All right. So I'm gonna use my marker here. Okay. Can you see? All
We
right.
see very well.
That's very important during the live that you see very well.
I was sure you did wet on wet.
Oh, I surprised you once in a
Yes.
while. Yes, you can also do wet on wet, which would probably, I think, be even smarter to do it. But with wet on wet, I don't think I could do these stars. I'm very pathetic when it comes to doing the star. What's in the glass? Yeah, I'm curious myself. A little bubbly.
Sparkling water. I
Sparkling
like
water.
I like this glass because it holds a can
Yes,
of
please
my
do
sparkling
tell
water.
us. It holds a can.
Yeah, and my glasses tend to get like, it's like right at the edge of the can, whereas this I have a little bit of room, and that's why I use this glass for my water.
Okay, so she tells us that it's sparkling water. Okay. How many of you believe her?
Made
Okay.
pistachio the other day, and we'll make lemon after this live stream. Pistachio
Ooh.
macaroons, I'm guessing.
So now to make the stars, this is a childhood thing. I don't know what this star making thing is called. Like when you. So I'm using the other side of the tip. What do you call this? Like a primitive star?
Oh no, it's a star. I mean, nobody believes me that it's water. I mean, it's perfectly clear. I guess it could be vodka.
Well, you said it.
I mean, you'll know if it's
Thinking
water.
about it, I know. Mara is not a big drinker. I'm not a big drinker. We
But
joke
you'll
about
know
drinking, but
when it's my turn to pipe. If I'm able to do
that's
it.
true. That will be your
Yes.
sobriety test. Yes.
Funeral potatoes. How did it get that name? Shredded potatoes with sour cream cheese. Sounds yummy.
Well, that sounds very good. So that's how you can make the stars, and then you let this dry. Okay. Now, to give it a shine, I think you can actually airbrush this with gold. This would be good to airbrush. However, I wouldn't recommend painting it with gold luster dust because we just use the marker. And as soon as you introduce moisture to the marker, it's going to get all yucky. So you don't want to do that. So if you have an airbrush, please do use airbrush. I would probably say go light on the gold so you don't cover up
The details, yeah.
the details. What I ended up doing, I tried different gold luster dust in a dry form that I have here. This is Wilton, and it wasn't giving me
Gold you want?
finish I wanted. It's more of like an old gold. Now I also like this is Aztec gold. It's stronger gold. It gives more like vibrant results when you are mixing it with vodka. So I tried it, and it did. Yes.
And was it good?
Yes, it did. It gave me some nice shine on these two of those.
Another option is the cans, Han, if they don't have an air.
Yes, you can also use the can. Yes, that's a like aerosol, right? It's mist from from Wilton. Yes, witchcraft. Yes, I'm running a sorcery studio here. Yes.
Hi, Donna.
So now I'm going to close this up, and this was a hybrid luster dust. You can also find here it is.
What does hybrid mean for that? Is mean you can put it dry or wet? Is that what it means?
What was the question? I don't know. I have no idea because hybrid in let's say in gardening means that they somehow combined I don't know different seeds and they created a hybrid, and that you cannot actually grow anything from the seed that comes from the hybrid. Heirloom you can grow. I don't know. I guess they combined the different. I don't know. Please do tell us what it means, guys. Hybrid in luster dust. Oh, I didn't know there is a rosemary infused. So this is Roxy Rich. It's also gold luster Aztec gold. You can see it's. I think it's the same product essentially. Like it looks pretty much the same, but this is a different brand, and I don't know if they still. It's Alan. It's Aztec Gold by globalsugarart.com, and I had that for a while. Okay, so now once these dry, you can peel them off. I'm just going to remove them like this, and they're ready to be used as decorations on the cookie. So I'm going to set this aside, move this out of the way. Now here is my roof panel, and I'm going to create. Let me just see if I can. I don't want to mess this up. So because I'm creating. Okay. So I'm going to create branches.
So where are they going to see you put together this gingerbread house?
The
Because
gingerbread house, well, once I'm ready to put it together, it will be available on on my YouTube channel or also on Facebook. I most likely will not have this on the blog, um, but I might, have some bits of it on a blog, but not this season. I don't think I will be able to produce that so quickly. So now I'm using my scribe here. I'm just going to draw some
so this is
lines.
completely dry, guys. She's not scratching into
Now this is wet, okay? This red thing is wet, but it's okay. I just need to like
avoid it.
avoid it a little bit just so I know where.
Will it be on Patreon? Joanne was asking.
This will be on. Well, actually, you know what? I might actually make that. Thank you, Joanne. I might make this a Patreon tutorial. That's true. That is true. That yes, I will do a Patreon tutorial. That's a good idea because I wasn't sure, but that's a good idea. Thank you. Yes. So now I have this is brown royal icing, and I'm just going to make the branches first. The whatever this is called on a pine tree, pine branches. What is it called? The brown thing, branch.
Branch? Yeah, it's a branch.
It's a
Karen
branch.
wants to know, would you flavor your icing with peppermint in this particular occasion here, since you've got a
Well, with not peppermint oil. If you have an extract that is not oil based, yeah, that would be a good idea. But peppermint can be overwhelming, so be kind of mindful of that.
yeah more?
Not everyone likes that, but it's. I think it would be nice.
Bonjour Anna, ça va bien?
Oh, showing off her nice,
Going off. It's
beautiful language. I love French. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. So now we're going to do needles. Who else is in favor of artificial Christmas trees after Christmas when all your fresh needles are on the floor and you have to clean them
oh
up?
my gosh.
Our friend, she used to spray her tree with a couple cans of like cheap hairspray from dollar store, and apparently it keeps the needles from falling. You obviously want to do this outside before you bring it because then your walls are going to be covered in hairspray and then it.
And it's extra flammable.
Okay. But it did help with and then also Fanta or something or Sprite or whatever you put
I think the fire hazard would be enough for me to not do that. I think, have you ever seen, I saw one time, the Shark Tank, somebody came and demoed an angel that would go on top of the tree, and it was basically a fire extinguisher if the tree caught on fire, and it would put out the fire. And they demoed how fast a Christmas tree burns. It's pretty scary.
Well, it's pretty dry, no? I mean, no,
Well, also, it's like the sap in it is very flammable.
oh, the sap, yes. Yes. Did I tell you that the garden, I think I did tell you, gardener told us not to plant lemon trees under the pine trees because sap is toxic to plants.
I believe it. It's quite sturdy. It's quite like thick. It's like I don't know. When amber like that really thick.
Yes. You did say succulents are okay though, because succulents, I guess they are more resistant than they are maybe they're not as porous, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, yes.
Sally has to get a real tree. Her husband loves them.
Yes. No, I understand. It's a like it's a tradition, you know, like it's you do it once a year, and it's a great tradition. How long do you keep your tree up?
I want to say a month.
Yes.
Like we'll probably get it up soon there. Maybe, yeah, we keep it till New Year's usually.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. We used to keep it until Six Kings, you know, January 6th.
Oh, I don't know about the Six Kings. Oui, Amélie, je parle français, mais il n'y a pas beaucoup de monde qui m'écoute quand je parle français, fait que je parle anglais dans les live streams.
We need a translation, please.
Just saying that really I don't have that many people watching in French, so never really took off. I tried to do videos at one point in French, but nobody was watching.
So I'm going to basically create needles in steps. You want to use icing that is not too thick, not too runny. If you're using icing that is too thick, then you're gonna kind of struggle with your wrist because it's hard to, you know, pipe all these needles. So you want to give it maybe 2 minutes and then pipe another set on the
Yes.
top to give it a more like thick appearance.
Oh, Karen speaks French.
I took five, I had five, no, 4 years, and I took some French in States, and I loved it. We had such excellent teacher, but I never really used it. So, you know, you kind of forget most of it. I'm gonna layer more. Now, this house that I'm making today, I use templates for my a classic gingerbread house, and those are available in my coffee shop.
Oh, while you bring up coffee, Han, I'm just going to show I took out the code, but if you come back on Friday, we'll reveal our code, our discount code for the coffee shop. So everything will
Black
be on.
Friday sale.
So we're going to have another code in our groups at 50% off and 25 on like just for everybody.
Yes. Wow. What time is it? All right. So it's getting. I don't think I will finish because this is so long. So basically, you want to add more and more needles. Okay. Now I'm going to, because Mar also he has her project. So I'm going to show you the finished piece. So this is the finished piece. And I'll show you how I did the bow. The bow you can do as transfer if you want, and you can pipe it on a parchment. Now I decided to go easy route here. I'm going to use this is
It would be a nice box, just a box.
this is 44. What would be a box?
Like your lid, you know, like you're making a house.
Yes, yes,
be
you could do this. Will be a roof, but you could do. I mean, this design can be applied to. I mean, any number of shapes. You can just do. So this is number 44. It's like a ribbon piping tip. It's similar to this is a basket weave, so you can see the basket weave has teeth here, so it gives you texture. You really don't want to use this for the bow that I'm going to be making because we're going to be turning it. So if one side has teeth, then it's not going to look smooth, okay? And you want to pipe this on top of the needles once they kind of crust. So I'm going to go, oops.
Happy Thanksgiving, Joseph.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oops. All right, so and then on the top, I'm going to use a 6 that I have here.
Sally's husband was dumpster diving.
Well, nobody will know.
Well, you want to know a dumpster diving story? My mother lives by not Winners, by Michael's, and they throw away ridiculous, like they throw perfectly good things out in the dumpster.
Oh, this is too small, so let me make this bigger.
Raided their dumpster on a few occasions, and one time got caught by the police. in the dumpster. She had to put everything back, but they throw away. It's terrible what they throw
She had to
away.
put everything back into the dumpster?
Yeah, because it's their garbage and she wasn't allowed to take their garbage. Like, isn't that the most absurd thing? So you can't take it.
You can take the garbage, but then the garbage goes to a landfill, and that's
exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
well, all right. So then you just attach with a little bit of, I don't want to do it here because I want to use these on my cookie. So you want to use a little bit of glue on the back, and then for the royal, you just want to add a little bit of yellow here, just so it looks like it's connecting to the bow. Okay. And I know it looks weird now. Oh my guys. But imagine it like on top here. I have to add more needles. Okay.
Very
Like
pretty.
that. Okay.
Well, bring the one that's done back so we can see it.
This one?
Love it.
So this will be the finished project. Like I said, the needles, they do take some time, and I also added some snow with white royal icing, and then you want to add some white sanding sugar to give it more of a frost look. Okay.
And do you think that the branches would be sturdy enough to make as a transfer?
Transfer, yes. I was contemplating on making that, but the only problem is, yes, they would. They would, but the problem is if this was flat, this is not completely flat because I added a layer of sanding sugar for more kind of a depth, so it's not flat. So I was going to do that, and I did that in the past couple of years. I did that. I don't know if you remember. I did a gingerbread birdhouse, and I did a very delicate wreath that was also pine needles, and it did transfer really nicely, and it was really it gives it a different look. The ball is a 6 slut. But for this design, I think it would, because these are quite long, if you put it on and you put a little pressure, they would break. So
for nice hand.
You can make them the branches as transfers. I don't see why. You can make the whole thing as a transfer and then just kind of gently glue it on, and that will be fine. I don't think it will be a problem because you're not really going to handle the house unless you are, depending on application, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're done?
Yes.
My turn.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to bring up your, thank you, everyone. All right.
Oh. I took out my thing, but I have to turn on the camera.
All right. How do I? Okay. All right. So okay. I'm just going to wait for a little bit. Thank you, Camille. Okay. There.
Oh.
Just let me do it for once, okay? I'm enjoying it.
It's funny. Okay. So this is a Franken cookie. As you guys know, if you've been watching, I like the Franken cookie. Franken cookie is just a way to better use, not like better, but get more use out of your existing shape. So here I'm just going to show you a few little ideas. So here's obviously some stockings, and I switched out the heads. Oh, this one is a different one. So here you can see this is a bear upside down, you see? And so that is for like a little gingerbread man, or you could make a little, any kind of.
Sorry, just quickly, 44 tip, Denise. It's 44. Sorry.
No problem. And this is like a little elf, or you could do a little Santa sticking out, and then a little snowman. Now, you just have to cut the notch in the stocking with the shape that you want to use to add there. If you don't have heads for your shapes, well, you can just cut the heads off with your little character cookies. This is a Franken cookie, so you could do that. So with the stocking, in that case, you would take your snowman and chop off his body and just save the head to use on your stocking. So it's just a way to so that's a way to kind of get new shapes, right? And another thing that I like to do is I like to add little kind of elements that are a little bit raised.
Can I say something? This design, can you take away the little paws? Now this is a Santa's butt. Or something, I see it like, yeah, like, do you see it?
Oh, yes, okay. So I see, because that's actually the design we see often at Easter, right? It's like
Yes,
the
a little, yes, a bunny.
I hear you. I hear you. So I bought this product. I went to Michael's and Sweet Tooth Fairy, if you guys shop at Michael's, Sweet Tooth Fairy really like launched a big collection of sprinkles this year. And so this is super fine sugar.
Hello, Joseph.
It's called sanding sugar, but it's really, really fine. So I'm going to be showing that to give the so it's different than like regular sanding sugar. It's doesn't like pour off. Sanding sugar, when you use it, it kind of like pours off. Yes, it could be a puppy. You could put anything in a stocking, really. Okay. And so first thing, I've got my guidelines. So I want to have a different color on the toe and the heel. I just find it makes it like a little bit more interesting, you know, instead of having just a big red thing. So I'm just going to show how to cut the piping tip for those of you who maybe don't know. So this is a tipless bag. It's a soft plastic, a tipless bag. You don't want to use no tip with, let's say, the Wilton bags, which is a much stiffer plastic. The end does not give a nice line when the plastic is too kind of like rigid, you know? And so you want to flatten the piping tip. The seam is on top. I've got scissors here. I like to use actually sewing scissors if you
Oh, so Michael's got rid of the Wilton sprinkles? Is that, yeah?
Yeah, they pretty much, well, they had the small pouches, I think last time I went, but they really like took, for me anyways, a big section for Callie, Sweet Sugar Belle. Then they had a huge section for her, a Sweet Tooth Fairy. And then they had a ton of like these molds that are by Celebration. So I'm just flattening it. And so the thing about piping bags, once you've cut it, you can't glue it back together. So you want to make sure you cut smaller and then you can go bigger, but you can't go the other way around. Might sound silly, but it's worth taking that time to just adjust the line, you know, if you need to cut again. Désespéré de trouver des ustensiles ainsi pour choix votre Anna, write me on Instagram and I'll send you some links to where you should. Anna, envoie-moi un texto sur Instagram, puis je vais vous donner les adresses courriel pour où que vous pouvez magasiner, acheter vos trucs. Sorry, guys, my brain had to.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, so again, I did it once again, and you see the line.
Oh, is this red or claret?
This is the powder drip color.
Okay.
So the drip color powders. So I'm working in my bead tray just so I can collect. I am partial to decapitating. I like it, actually. No, what I like.
Oh, Heather, this is great. Thank you for making
what
us
I like is more.
You are all around today. Yes.
So I'm just adding, and I think maybe my guideline is a bit too big.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. We are all laughing with you.
Good. Okay. I'm not a hypersensitive there. So I get messages. It's so funny. So if you guys have ever seen, I post the fast videos like Han does on Facebook, and sometimes I'll put a guideline that I end up not using it. And the non-cookie people, that really bothers them that I put a line and I didn't use it. Why did you put that line? And the other thing that they get their knickers in a bunch about is markers on the cookies. They don't know that markers color.
A couple of years ago, I had to put a caption in my videos. It's edible marker, or I would get like some like nasty messages, right?
Yeah, like relax. But anyway, they get very upset about the cookie they'll never eat. So now that I've got the heel and the toe on, I'm immediately connecting there, and I'm just.
Oh, good luck, Karen. Karen just bought Master Lead Red. I hope it works. Yeah. You have to, I think, like, I don't know if it's the powder, you need to dilute it, right? With like, make it more.
I don't know. I bought the Americolor, and I did not have to. I just stirred it right
Oh,
in.
you just stirred it in. I had little specks when I put mustard in my roll. I had little specks, so like I would probably use a little bit of maybe put it in a little extract or just a bit of maybe a little water or just maybe put it in a royal and spritz it with water. You know, like just a light coat, so it kind of activates so you don't have the specks.
But if you make it the day before and you do get the specks, you just give it a stir and they go away.
Oh wow. Okay, Sally, sorry about that. She made a gnome cookie with a Christmas head and was lectured how offensive it is to Nordic people. No, we don't have any intention to hurt anyone. No, I just, it's you can't please everyone. I always, it's very difficult. If somebody wants to see something wrong, they will,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Like instead of like seeing something nice, it just sometimes people have. It's not. It may not be you. It may be them.
Yes, YouTube health inspectors. That's right. So here is the wet icing, and I'm just sprinkling that with this. And it, like, I don't know if you guys can see, it is very, very, very fine.
Yes, I can see that.
And now, after I bought it, I said, this is basically a jar of $10 granulated sugar. But, it does give, like, I want to say, like frosted kind of
Frosted
look.
look, yes, yes.
You see it?
It's funny because that's what I wanted to do on the roof on my house when I first started. I was gonna sprinkle it all like with like granulated sugar, just give it like a little bit of frosted look. It's nice.
So the thing that's annoying about this product, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So it's difficult to see, but it gets everywhere. So normally when I would pour sanding sugar on my cookie, well, it would just like fall off. It just falls off this. But no, it's like static cling on it. And you literally have to go in with a brush and like take it off,
Yes.
or else it stays in those areas. But it does give a nice like look. It makes it a little bit kind of gives it a little bit of a different effect. So I'm just going to make this one too, and then we can. So I'll actually change up I'll do the stocking gray and the ends red in this particular case.
Thank you, Kim. Yes, so Kim, she's using with Master Elite. Anyone on the call, watching the live or replay, if you're using Master Elite with royal icing, yes, it helps to mix it with a little bit of water first to remove to eliminate getting the specks in icing.
So Han,
yes.
Do you have Friday's project handy to show them what you're going to be doing on Friday?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How did you know? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So I'm again now just connecting for the toe.
So on Friday, I will be showing this little guy here, or what do we call it? A tree. So this is more a traditional design, but I used snowflake cookie cutter. So you can check it out during our live on Friday. I really have to say I love the dark red you're using with the gray. It's really nice.
Well, it's
that's why I thought it was claret because it's so deep.
Yeah, they're the drip color reds are very nice, I have to say.
Oh, and so on Friday may be impossible to watch live with a household of turkey stuffed folks.
Well, let's confess. Do we tell them?
So on Friday it will be a pre-recorded live.
So
it will be lots of fun. We both are sharing great projects, and
that's why we have the project, because we just did it before.
Yes.
So we've been live streaming for you guys for 2 hours today, so that we could, put something out for those of you that.
And we will be in the comments on Friday. We will be in the comment section. So if you have questions, and we'll chat in the comment section there.
So there it is. There are the two kind of like versions. You can see they're the nice like sugar. And let me take 2 seconds to show my project then. So I'll pop it in for you guys.
Hello, Karen to Alaska. Oh, Sally, I wish if Sally says, oh, I had to. We are so organized. Wow, I mean, I don't know, Mari's, or look at this. It's amazing, huh?
So Friday, I'll be showing you guys.
On Friday, she's going to show you all the steps, step by step, how she did it. This is her family, Marlene's family, and husband, and beautiful kid.
My son is taller than me now. This is an older photo.
He's definitely taller.
All right.
Pre-recorded live. Yeah, it's yes.
So let's now.
Loving it.
So you could do, I mean, any character you want in that little stocking. So let's say your child likes, I don't know, nothing's coming to mind. My kids are older now, but let's say they like Charlie Brown. You could put Charlie Brown or Snoopy or whatever you want. I just want to show this. This is a bead tray, and you see this great thing here. You can kind of get your sprinkles back in. I have to say, guys, I would not recommend this product. If I was to know what
you mean the sending sugar?
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it. But I wanted to show it to you guys. I did buy it. I mean, I buy a lot of stuff also to show, and I don't recommend this particular scent.
Karen, I've never actually used lime juice in place of lemon, but I know people that have used lime juice. It's not as strong in flavor as lemon juice, but it gives a nice flavor. If you like lime flavor, then I think it's worth definitely exploring.
So depending on how good you are, freehand.
It's not that we will have live, Joseph. It just it won't be completely live. We'll be on in the comment section. But we will have a video up that we decorated before. We're just being completely transparent with you guys, okay?
Yeah, we're not big on the clickbait stuff. So now this.
So if you're not a fan of lemon, then lime might work for you. Or some people have tried orange juice as well, but it's not as strong.
Or some people.
Rose is asking, how do you get the puffiness of your royal icing on your cookies?
So the puffiness is you just don't over add like the water. When you're creating the flood, your icing has to be agitated to heal. So normally when you would make a flood icing, your icing just kind of like will self-level. Whereas if your icing is not quite as runny, well, it needs help to heal. That's the kind of how you get like the super puffiness. It's because it's like just hasn't crossed the line, the liquid line, It's like, for example, if you were to have ice cream in a bowl, goes from solid slowly as it warms up. Well, it pools. The same thing, icing, it's thick. You're adding a bit of water. Every drop of water makes it more fluid, more liquid. And so you just add less water and your icing is less prone to.
Yes, live on Friday is going to be at the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, you can also, Karen, I have actually used successfully. I used powdered drinks, like natural, not the artificial stuff. I used like natural powdered drinks to actually flavor my royal icing. I would dilute it. I would do a couple of the packs to get the flavor. I did like tropical punch, cherry, black cherry. So I would put it in water, dilute it, and then I would add all the rest of the ingredients. And it was pretty good. The only thing is the color that is used is also going to color the royal icing. So you have to keep that in mind. If you're using black cherry and the liquid is red, it will also color your royal icing red.
I just want to show you, see, look at this tiny line. You're able to do very small lines with the tipless bags. If you need, you don't always need a tip. So here I cut it and I'm squeezing enough so that it just connects to the surface of the icing, and then it will kind of anchor it. And then I'll be able to pull it over to where I want. I'm squeezing gently and laying the line. So you want to let the spaghetti that's coming out form. It's a cylinder. It's coming out as a cylinder spaghetti. So if you're really close, especially this was a wet surface, the spaghetti needs to come out, stay round, and then it drops, and you get a straighter line.
Oh, yes. Oh, Kim, here it's almost 8 o'clock at night.
So now the icing is wet, so I
So
can't.
is this 15 or 20? You would say it's 20-second consistency. You're doing wet on wet, the eyes and the mouth.
Oh yeah, it's quite thick. But you just fiddle with it. If you want it to heal, it just needs some fiddling. You tap it with a needle, or you can shake it, and then you'll get the leveling to occur. You see? And I'll even do like my red here. Now I'm not going to actually put the red nose because my red is much more fluid. And so if you drop a runnier icing into a thicker icing, it will create an indentation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nice. So you're better to wait for this to kind of crust over, and then you'll be able to do that. So now I'm actually going to try to use a candy cane. So I got these really tiny candy canes.
Oh, let me see. I'm in Karen. I'm in Spain. Oh, the others are so cute.
And my
They are
icing,
very cute. They don't have candy canes here.
oh no, they're going to have them at Christmas. I can't believe they wouldn't have candy canes. So now
They're very cute. They're super small, nice.
see, this is icing that's much thicker because I want it to hold those nice lines from the piping tip, you see? So the piping tip
So
needs,
what's the tip here? This is the star tip, but what's the size? Or like the
oh, it says 16. I actually got a big set on AliExpress. They were cheap. I got like every size of star tip. It was very cheap. And so you can, in the wet icing, squish it down, you see, and even have it like sticking out like that. And then you can have your little arm cookies kind of like that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of
Ooh,
icing
yes.
over.
Raspberry extract would be excellent for chocolate cookies. If you don't care that your cookies will have a tint of pink, you can also use raspberry puree. I have a recipe for strawberry roll icing using strawberry puree. You can use the same to make raspberry. This is so cute.
And so now while I've got my, because you're better to not ice them before you place the cookies, just because you could stick your finger in it, right? So I'm icing
Everybody's loving it.
after they're positioned.
This
And
is a nice question. Jen, how do you per N? I'm gonna G.
it's
How do you say
Jeanette,
it?
Jeanette.
I have a random question. Do either of you listen to music when you are alone and decorating cookies? If so, what do you like to listen to? I absolutely. I have music blasting here all day.
I actually like the radio. I like people talking.
You like radio? I listen to anything. I have different playlists on Spotify. I will have playlist names Focus. If it's Focus, it's very like instrumental. But I listen to everything.
So I just want to say things I would change. So the little cookies that are the arms, I would roll them at half the thickness. That's a mistake. Normally I do that. So when you are adding a cookie like that for like dimension, you see like they look clunky and a little bit like it just doesn't look as polished. If you roll those small little additional cookies half the thickness, it just is more kind of proportionate. It looks more right on your little scene. And it's obviously very easy. You just have to watch them in the oven when they're small like that and thin. They cook super, super fast. But you can see here, you get the nice kind of sparkle at the bottom, your little extra arms, your little candy cane. There it is. I'm done.
Adorable. Super cute.
So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Yes, my other one, that was a giant stocking though. This is more kind of like this, you could have a decorating party for these little yes, I love Christmas music, and the radio
Yeah,
obviously plays.
I need to create a playlist for that. I listen to everything. I love my playlist is full of surprises
I
from
don't
classic
like
to
him that it sticks to everything. Like it sticks everywhere. It's a night like I have to, like, I made some Santas. I forget what I used it on.
But do you think it's because the crystals are too fine?
Yes. And so it sticks to the whole project. You're digging it out of all the sections that you don't want it on, even though it's dry. It's like static cling on. It's like really, it's like using disco dust. You know, like if you pour disco dust, you can't get it in one spot. It's everywhere. Yes. It's like that. So anyway.
Well, Sally, if anyone can do it, you can do it. Right? Sally can definitely do it.
Cookies in the coming weeks. Yes, Sally's a machine when it comes to the cookie decorating.
Yes, upbeat music as well. I do have to say, guys, that I like when I work. Do you do that? Like, it got me through pandemic. I dance a lot. That's kind of like dancing. Kind of it makes you move and it makes you feel better. So if you ever feel like a little down, like maybe turn up the music and just give it a go. Nobody's watching.
Exactly. And if I can say, that also applies for the cookie decorating. If you're not making cookies and watching us and saying, "Oh, I wish I could do that, but I'm not going to be any good," that's not nobody's filming you in your kitchen. So if you want to try cookie decorating, please do so, because nobody died eating ugly cookies. So maybe they're not perfect. It doesn't matter. Our first cookies were not perfect. So if you've been watching us and you want to do it, please try it. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's and people are very forgiving when it comes to artistic ability. When you hand them a cookie, they don't care it's ugly either. They're like, I get to eat a cookie. So
yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, you just have to try. That's all.
Yes.
What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
You'll get addicted to our lives, which is great.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching today, for joining us. I hope you all have fabulous Thanksgiving, those of you celebrating.
Yes.
Hope you can share on Friday some funny stories that what happened and how I don't know.
A lot of people didn't get together last Thanksgiving, so you have to celebrate 2 Thanksgiving in one. So catch up on what you missed.
Enjoy it, and and you have a great. We'll see you Friday. We'll be in the comment section, and then again on Tuesday we'll be back with more cookie decorating.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys.